Good afternoon. My name is Ybarra, Maldonado, and I wanted to make this video on going from public school to Stanford Law School because I've seen an increase lately in young Latinos contacting me and saying, Ray, how do I get into law school? So I wanted to reach out to those people who feel threatened by what happened with the recent elections, that now feel a need to do more than what they've already done, to go to law school, to give back to their communities. This video is for you. I'm titling it From Public School to Stanford Law School because that's what I did. I went from Arizona State University, public schools before that, Cochise Community College, on to Stanford Law School, and I wanted to share with you what I think I did to make myself successful in order to get into that school. The number one thing you have to look at if you're really concerned about going to law school or a top quality law school is your GPA. That's a number that you just have to own. You have to know it by heart. When I was an undergrad, I would look at my GPA, look at my class schedule next semester, and say, if I get all A's in these classes, how much higher is my GPA going to be then? And that was my goal. That was my focus on keeping that number as high as I can. If you want to be good at business, you got to know your numbers, what's coming in and what's going out. You want to be successful in getting into law school, you got to know your numbers. Your numbers right now is your GPA. Make that as high as you can get. Number two is high GPA. That's right, the exact same as number one. It's that important. When I was in high school, there was this guy, Gonzo Gons, a friend of mine, and he would come up to me in front of all our friends and say, hey Ray, you want to go to a party on Friday? And before I could answer, he would say, oh, I forgot, you got a test in 2 weeks. Right? And it was the funniest thing in the world, and everybody laughed. Well, studying for that test 2 weeks from then has done okay for me. I'm enjoying my life, and I'm privileged to wake up every morning and to be able to fight for my community. So you need to do that. Earn the reputation of being the person that's in the library too much. Earn the reputation of the person that doesn't go to the party. I'll be honest with you, I'm sure I went to parties when I was an undergrad. I don't remember a single one. What I do remember is spending hours upon hours in the library. Find yourself a library you like, find a space in the library you like, and own it. Make that your spot. Number one, high GPA. Number two, high LSAT score, right? You need to take a class. I don't recommend any of them. What I took was a class at ASU that was much cheaper than the private classes that are offered now. But whatever you can get into, whatever you can afford, take those courses. In addition to that, buy additional LSAT tests in order to do those in your spare time, right? When you're not studying or your coursework, when you're not working on the LSAT class, take additional tests and time yourselves. What I want you to do is figure out what areas you're good at. If you're good at the reading comprehension and bad at the games, become great at the reading comprehension, become a little better at the games. If you have a strength, develop your strength until you can master that area. I highly recommend doing that. Surround yourself as well with other individuals who are taking the test, other individuals who are trying to get a high GPA, and make that your crew. Make those the people that you lean on for your support, and you give it back to them to make sure you can all be successful. Now that gets you in the door. High GPA, high LSAT score will get your application looked at. So now what's going to set your application apart from everybody else's? Well, that comes to number four. Number four is quality letters of recommendation. I stress the word quality because I don't want you to go looking for the most powerful person you know, a senator, a congressman, a business owner, whoever, and say, can you write me a letter, but they don't know who you are. What I want you to start working on today is developing quality relationships with those who want to help you. Your professors at school are there because they want to help students like you. But they don't know what you want if you don't go to them and tell them what you're trying to do. More than anything, they're looking for someone to support, they're looking for someone to push up. You gotta go be that person. You gotta get over the fear, you gotta raise your hand in class, you gotta go to office hours, meet your professors, tell them what you wanna do, and get a good mentor. They can show you how to get into law school and remind you that that's your goal. Great letters that I had in getting into law school were written by Dean Humphreys and Dean Burke, who were then the heads of the Honor College at ASU. And I did a study abroad program with them in Latin America. So it was a great chance for them to get to know me and for me to get to know them. And I asked them, can you guys write one letter and sign both your names so I can be a little bit different than everybody else and have a dual letter coming from two professors that know me really well, since you both know me in the same context. I also had a letter from Professor Ken Morrison, may he rest in peace. Absolute genius of a man who took me under his wing, taught me how to read, and made sure that that letter that he wrote was absolutely astonishing. Now, I'm not saying go and meet professors so that they can write you good letters. That's not the goal. The goal is to identify people who want to help you, who you can have a positive relationship with, and a mutually positive relationship. They'll enjoy helping you as much as anything else that they have going on, because they're there to be a support for you. Remember that, and take advantage of people who want to help you, like myself or anybody else that can come to your aid and assistance. Number 5, passion. Right? Whatever you are passionate about, start doing it today. For me, it was my community. So I was involved in MECHA, I was involved in the UFW, I was involved in political campaigns. Anything that I could do that I felt was giving back to my community, that's what I did. And that set me apart from other applicants because I was able to put forward what I'm passionate about. Maybe you're passionate about the community and politics, then that's what I want you to do. But I don't want you to get involved with things just because, oh, it's going to look good on my resume, it's going to look good for my law school application. Whatever it is you're passionate about, do that. If you're still watching this video, my hope is that you're passionate about the community. There was a recent report that we don't have enough Latino lawyers, and as someone who's in the courtroom every day, I can tell you that is certainly true. Even on these major lawsuits to bring down Trump, to bring down the Arpaio's, we are lacking in Latino lawyers. We really need more people to get into the top quality institutions and to come out and serve our community. So that's my video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm more than happy to help you out in any other way or get you going in the right direction. Just remember, if you're passionate about something, dedicate yourself to it, obsess over it, make it your life's mission, and look forward to seeing you in court someday. Take care.